Anyway, the Center for Family Values reports that an 11-year-old girl came home from a progressive school one day, and she said, "Mommy, Mommy, look what I learned in school today." She pulled down her knickers and started playing with herself.
My God, what could the homework possibly be with a curriculum like that?
The 3 R's have been replaced by the 3 F's.
Yes.
This is a news service of things that are going on in your world that you should know about. And Mary certainly knows about, and it makes her just come to tears. Time. Okay, last week and for the last 3 weeks, we've been discussing this conspiracy of educators in the United States. As you can see, it began with a group of communists who met with a group of Satanists, along with, and then later on, the ideas of these people were read by filthy-minded educators who were hell-bent on bringing sex education into public school. God's out and sex is in. And of course, it led to the demoralization of America, all of which equals, as it were, and makes Mary cry. Here's a report from the Family Protection News Service. You know what a group of teachers in a publicly funded daycare center do?
No. Tell me. I think I have a right to know.
They go to
as a taxpayer.
They go to the middle of a room, right in front of the children, and defecate.
Oh, my God. That can't be sanitary. Why would anyone do such a thing?
Well, you know, I guess going to the bathroom in private is a hang-up, and taboos cause psychological distress, and let it all hang out. Everything's relative, so you might as well make duty in public.
Well, that wasn't the way I was brought up, and I'm guessing neither were you.
Certainly not. You'd be afraid to give your teacher an apple these days. You don't know what she'd do with it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, today in the news of the infamous, Cardinal Cloud reports that in New York City, in New York City they're already going to distribute condoms to the children. Well, Cardinal Cloud reports that another group wants them to distribute free dildos to girls and homosexual boys so they can learn how to masturbate. How do you like those apples?
Rotten. I just don't like it at all.
The author of sex education curriculum is Dr. Hans Poonflag. He is a proven secular humanist. This is an article he wrote for the Humanist magazine, July 1978. He is also the man who wrote most of the curriculum for sex education in Sweden, which we all know is the highest suicide rate in the world.
The highest suicide rate in the world?
That's what I said.
But don't people live longer in Sweden than the U.S.?
Has nothing to do with it. They have a higher suicide rate.
Oh, I guess what happens is they live longer, but then they commit suicide.
This is a photo of Swedish school children being taught sex education. Of course, we don't even see the teacher because she's probably nude.
It's cold and flu season.
And this is a photo of a dead Swede. And he did not die naturally. He took his own life. Isn't the connection obvious?
Yes.
This is a headline from our newspaper. Sweden has Youth in Asia on demand. They make it so easy and convenient. How does it work?
Oh, you just walk into the government drugstore, say, "Hello, Mr. Pharmacist, I want to check out early today." "Here you are, Mr. Customer, I make no judgments." Down the hatch, the relatives find the corpse later that day.
Just like that.
Oh, happens all the time, la-di-da, it's so common it hardly even makes the papers.
Interpol reports that Dr. Lance Faden, a well-known smut educator, checked out a tape from his local video store called Choir Boy's Spanking Party. Time we have for on Pro Ecclesia. And remember, when the Blessed Virgin hears about these things, this is what happens. So good night, and God bless, and don't defame the Virgin.